fairly sure that we've found the place, or the edge of the dump site at least, because down here we've got a metal tin of some description with a stick in it, and then to the side of that there's some pottery and a bit of broken glass, and then under these leaves here we've got even more pieces of pottery. So we're going to have a scrape around. Brought a garden scraper thing, and let's see what treasures we can find. This is where my treasures are. Let's see what we've got down here. First of all, over here, it's not interesting to us because it's a screw cap, but jam jar. So, and then there's a piece of pottery there. Here the pieces of, here we go. Here the pieces of crockery coming up. We're only looking for just like these pieces of blue and white for our bathroom floor, unless there's anything really interesting, because if these are screw caps, it's maybe not that old. We'll have a little scratch around and see what we can find. So here's straight away like a piece of decorative glass, like a diamond pattern on like crystal glass. It's broken, but yeah, definitely the right sort of place to be. Here's the neck of an old bottle, top of the neck of an old bottle. Yeah, but at least we found it. So here's a base of a plant pot with 1216. Maybe that's the date. I doubt it.
I doubt it too.
Oh, blue and white. Massive piece of blue and white pottery.
Hey.
We can go home now, but it's only taken an hour to get here. Good. It's lots of roots. Ooh, something shining at me there. Oh, look at that. That's like, I thought it was stained glass, but see, it's it's like RAUB on a gilded glass.
Yeah.
From is that maybe a sign or something? A street shop sign?
Cafe or something.
Cafe,
yeah.
Oh, we found. Here's a big pot, or piece of big pot. Nothing interesting. But... Right. Well, I'm happy that we've actually found the place. So what I'll do, I'll keep scraping, and then we'll come back if we find anything interesting. Have a dig around here, and there's various bits of stuff. There's nothing interesting, like as in nothing complete, nothing sort of mad amazing, but there's the tops of older bottles, and did find somewhere the base of an old bottle with a quite deep here we are, the base of a bottle where I can find my lens. Quite a deep pontal thing in the base. So, but it's all buried under this really thick stuff. It's not much fun digging. We're not really supposed to dig down very far in Holland, so I'm going to have a look around soon and see if we can find anywhere that's a little more accessible. So, a little bit more scraping, some more tops of old bottles, like chemist bottles. There's a little paste pot, but it's screw cap, so not interesting. It's probably 1960s, and in England we won't be bothered about this, but this is the best sort of tip area I've found so far. It's just going to take, it might be better to wait until winter time when the vegetation has died down. But I'll keep scraping around. Have a little look here while we're on the camera. Let's see. Oh, there's something. There's something pretty funky. Not very old, but interesting design. Recognise that?
From the 70s?
You think so?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. flower power.
Yeah, looks a bit flower power. Camera works a bit bad because I'm still trying to use the iPad. Must get something better. There's some more of the flower power thing. More bits and pieces coming out, kind of green thing, I'm not sure what it is. Hexagonal base. Some kind of brown and white china. I have found a couple of pieces of blue and white. I've given them to Linda. Been scraping here. Feel things. Oh, we are an intact perfume bottle.
Oh my goodness.
With its cap on still. With a little maker's. Oh, it's got a gold or silver cap on, and you can actually see a little maker's mark on the top. So it's probably screw cap, but it's the most interesting thing we've found so far, and we can research that. You see on the...
Yeah, lovely.
So I found a few little bits and pieces, which Linda's got. Nothing dramatic, but a tiny little bit of blue and white, and then a whole little baby bottle, which is not screw cap, and has writing on it, and it says, what does it say? Not that it'll be in Dutch. It says Biserated Magnesia Bismarck Limited. It's not actually in Dutch then. London. Oh, okay. So all the way in the Netherlands. The first whole bottle I think I've ever found, and it's from England. Well, there we go. We'll clean it up at the end. That's nice. Biserated Magnesia from Bismarck Limited was an indigestion and heartburn remedy similar to milk and magnesia, and would have been available from chemists. This bottle was imported into the Netherlands in around 1920. Linda's busy digging with... But we came prepared, you see, so Linda's digging with a piece of china. Yay! Teapot spout. Trying to hide her identity. Because she's famous. So that's where we've just been scratching and scraping. Apologies for any wind noise, getting a bit breezy. We're just about to sort of move on, and then we see this big metal thing in the undergrowth. And then just over in the distance, unfortunately I can't zoom in, but over in the distance, if I get my finger to go in, over there, on top of a tree, there's an old metal kettle, teapot. We'll have a little look at that when we get a bit closer. Okay, so into the jungle we go, trying not to trip up or get stung. Oh, somebody's definitely been digging here. So here's the metal thing, and some more enamelled steel, and then over, you can see in the bushes over there, there's an old glass bauble thing, pieces of bottles, metal things, jam jars, top of a bottle. Oh, there's all sorts here. So this is where we should have come. Oh, I see pieces of pottery as well down here. So, see pieces of pottery here. It's a little bit boggy just here. And, oh, blue and white. Yay! I'll take, sorry, it's not the most interesting thing to everybody, but, oh, it's more than blue and white. And the shoe.
Yeah, look at that, love.
And somebody's out. It's really prickly here. Here's somebody's shoe with the detailing on it. Oh, that's quite nice, that leather. Really nice leather. I see more things. I see a pot. Oh yeah, Linda's just found this. I'll just get the contrast to go right. An old, it's quite cute, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it's got a part enamelled.
Blue, yeah,
yeah, yeah. I'll keep videoing. Let's have a look over there.
Charming,
Come back to this place in a minute. Linda,
Yellow.
look at this. Look at this here. This. See the.
Oh my goodness.
Just hold that. Just hold that there a second. I'll get it in the light, in the sun,
yes.
in the sunlight on the camera. Can't believe we're excited by. There's kind of something nice about this piece of leather with the moss on it.
It's intriguing.
Yeah. And what's beyond here? That other people have definitely been digging here. These are holes. You're not supposed to dig in Holland.
Right.
Scratching only. Well, it's full of water. And hang on a second. Tip this out.
I got that thing out of there, and
Oh, okay.
I didn't have the time to get that thing, but it's definitely.
It's got things growing through it.
Lovely, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry if my camera works really poor.
Oh, fantastic! We need to take that.
We can't take everything.
Oh yes, we just.
What are we going to do with it?
Some flowers in
Yeah,
it.
an old, big old bottle here. A deep pontal, really deep.
Nice.
As deep as my whole thumb. See if there's any writing on it. Buckets and, I'd say, loads of old trash things over here. I've got to try and get into. And there is, you couldn't see before, there is the kettle. In fact, there's a collection of kettles and pots. So stop videoing now, see what I can find, show you the stuff we find in a moment. So Linda's just found this really cute enamelled, I don't know, what is it? Is it a teapot?
Yeah, I think
You
so.
call it teapot?
Water can or.
Yeah, so cute, isn't it? Tiny, delicate little spout.
It's hung basically.
Oh yeah,
at
yeah.
time.
Nice.
So maybe above the fireplace. Or
Yeah.
To boil
Right.
water.
I'll try and bring this camera with us as we look for things, but it's hard. So again, oh, that pot had a lid, Linda.
Oh yeah.
That's got
Oh,
this one.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody. Oh no, it's not quite the. Is it? I don't know. Not quite the right size, but there's another pot here with. Yeah. Oh, a massive piece of blue and white.
Look at that. You can tile your whole bathroom with it.
That'll definitely come back with us. Nice, thank you very much.
Alright.
And what's in here? Look, there's some kind of ornate glass swimming around. It's got it's broken. It's got a chip out of the bottom. It does say something on it though. What's that? What does that say on there? N. Pape.
NV Pare.
Pare, okay. The Dutch brand or something. Yeah. Some more here. I think whoever's been bottle digging here has kind of left a collection, never come back for it. Again, it's screw capped, but it's the best we've ever found. And a little enamelled pot. Again, we'll keep searching. Oh, here we are. And just found more goodies. Little bottles. Let me just get this to focus in on the any writing on them. The small one looks really cute.
Not this one, and the small one has an absolutely lovely size.
Yeah, that's a keeper, isn't it? Small one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't actually.
No, we'll stay. We haven't brought anything to wash our hands. We're wearing the wrong kind of clothing.
We have alcohol, so that's good. Well, as in
alcohol.
Sanitizer.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just going to film as I walk. Have you found those? Or were they already there? There's different teapots.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
No, they were there. This one was somewhere in the
oh,
bushes.
Wow. Yeah. Yay, beautiful. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely made in Holland, showing it.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that's transfer wear, but it's still beautiful. And a spot of Red Bull can over there, so that means that somebody's been here more recently.
Right.
Okay. Get this, like.
like England.
Little old frying pan.
On the lakeside, oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
Wonder what date that is.
It's charming, isn't it?
Yeah, it's charming, isn't it? They're tiny.
Hmm. That's one of the old pots, definitely.
More kettles. It's got writing on this one, even though it's smashed. Liquor. And then nothing on that side, and something like Intro. Sounds like French. Another bit of a bottle there. But, no writing on that one. As I say, we're not very prepared. We haven't got anything more than a tiny little garden scraper. We didn't know what to expect. We didn't even know if we'd find anything, but we have. And we could certainly come back. Gosh, there's some lots and lots and lots of pottery down through there. It's really hard to see. I'll try and put the camera right in there, but loads and loads and loads of pottery right down there. See more blue and white here. I'll just see if I can get that. Our fascination with the blue and white stuff. Here's a piece. There we are. Oh, dropped it. Got a feeling that might have said Holland on it. More and more stuff. All the blue stuff here is not blue cobalt, but it's enamelled blue metalware. Egg cup. Small paste jar. More vases and things. A little metal thing through there, but put my hands in because the nettles. Linda's disappeared. Hopefully not into the water over there. A whole pile of old beer bottles. If anything's got, I wouldn't imagine anything has any brand names on, otherwise they probably wouldn't have been left by the collectors. Nothing I can see. Looks like a miniature hock bottle. Oh, I see a little piece of blue and white pottery down there. Take that. That's a hock bottle. So go far enough back. It's quite nice. I like that. Put that with our little collection of pieces. Linda's disappeared. Hope she hasn't fallen in the water. Another hock bottle, but I haven't got much to carry these things in. Here's the crank from an old bicycle. In amongst all the pieces of pots and pans, I've just found this, which is a smashed cod's bottle. It's not pictorial. There's absolutely nothing written on it, which is a bit unusual. But also unusual because I didn't realise that they had cod's bottles in Holland. I have seen one, to be honest, which a man found, which was from Antwerp, in Belgium. But I've never really sort of noticed or ever sort of particularly come across an example of a cod's bottle from Holland. It was a real shame it hasn't got some writing on it, because we could have upcycled that. But it's nothing, it's just a smashed, cracked thing. But it's definitely got that thing on the top where the marble was. So maybe there's some quite early stuff in here. So Linda's working her way back over to me because she just shouted that she's found a cod's bottle, and I've just found another broken one here. Again, you see where the marble would have been, but again, no picture on it. Just a plain one. And then there's another one just down here. You can reach into there. Again,
oh, yeah.
See the neck on it, smashed for the marble. But again, the Dutch didn't put embossing on their cod's bottles, and also found this. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Which looks absolutely fantastic and old. I think it's gin, or maybe it's a water flask.
I think
But sadly,
the balls.
yeah, sadly it's broken at the bottom.
Yeah.
Which is a real shame because I really like that. I'd love to find a whole one of those. And then also, before I show you what Linda's found, we've got a little patch of large pieces of well, it's blue and white, but it's Kulsapot, okay, which is a Dutch, or is it German? A Dutch?
I think it's Belgium.
Okay.
From, oh no, Keulen from Germany, of course. Yeah.
Okay, Germany. So,
yeah.
So that's good. So we'll be keeping that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then Linda has, what she got here? A couple of bottles.
This one is still intact.
Yeah, intact with a huge pontle.
Yeah.
Or up kick or whatever you call it.
And some blue and white.
Some blue and white.
Transfer wear, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Nice. And another cod's. Again, nothing on the cod's bottle. Nothing on the one with the marble in it.
No, nothing on it. No.
Just plain again, which is a shame because we could have upcycled those.
AGB with a star.
Okay, well, that's something we can look up.
Yeah.
And it just goes on and on and on. I can see, you probably can't see on the camera, but I can just see all sorts going on through here. So, considering we're in Holland, which is a very, very clean country, they're very, very sort of keen on environmentally friendly, and if they find old rubbish dumps, they tend to clear them all away and recycle even 100 years on. So we really have found gold here as far as we're concerned. It's way bigger than we can do today, because already we've got that soft evening light coming, but we're definitely going to come back. So where do we start? A little piece of blue and white again just floats my boat, and really nice old, I don't know what it was. Looks like a little stumpy beer bottle, but I don't think it would have been. Maybe it's whiskey or something. Again, from camera focus properly, lots of air bubbles in it, but unfortunately it's broken. And then down here is a almost complete, let's say almost complete, quite a lot of something which looks quite old and Dutch, hand painted. So again, pieces of that we could potentially use. And then all of a sudden I see, and oh my goodness, it's actually to the point of being unattractive now because it looks like a scrapyard. There is so much metalware. It must have been really, really popular in Holland back in the day to have things made out of metal, pots and pans and buckets and milk churns and just all sorts of things. Again, I've never seen this in the UK. I guess the soil would have rotted it all away. I've even just seen, as I walk forwards, an inkwell, I believe, probably broken. So I guess somebody would have taken it otherwise. And it's under a nettle. So let me just find something to remove the nettle. That's not my fingers. 1 second. So there we are. There's an inkwell there, which again, I say somebody, I'm sure, was left behind for a reason. Yeah, unfortunately, it's got its corners missing, but it's one of those with a pen rest in it. And again, that's a first for here. So even though it's broken, I'm really pleased with that little thing. And we'll just keep on having a look, although we've got to go home soon, so this is definitely going to be a return visit place. complete one. Dr. Drahler, or George Drahler, was a German perfumer. His company, George Drahler Perfume and Fein Seifenwerke, was founded in Hamburg in 1852. It wasn't sold until 140 years later to L'Oreal in 1991. This product, the Birken Haarwasser, was a shampoo with extract of silver birch, reputed to give anti-dandruff qualities. Yeah. Strange shaped thing. Hello?
It's just that you don't know where to look. Yeah. It's intact.
Yeah, it's intact.
Oh my goodness.
My bag's over there behind you.
Lovely, yeah.
Yeah, it's aqua. Very, very aqua glass. Very thick. But you gotta think that's old.
Yeah.
And the bottle here, you see, weird stuff. Just, I don't know how old that is or what it is, but it's got a massive upkick thing, but the bottle was tiny. Linda, look at this one.
Wow.
Look at that though. Look.
It's broken.
Yeah, absolutely, it's a shame it's broken, but you wonder if maybe under all this there are some whole pieces that, you know, if you just spend long enough here and you're patient enough, there's such a mix of modern and old. Maybe it's stuff from the war, from demolition stuff from the war, or who knows. And it actually goes on right the way through there as well. So this is one of these glass rod things that Tom Burley's found in cobalt blue on his mudlarks. I've seen a few of these, but only in white. What on earth would you use a long piece of glass like that for? And then we found a lovely little apothecarist, if that's the right word, chemist bottle. Very lightweight, very, very thin, a little bit wonky with plenty of bubbles. And again, another broken cods, but again with no embossing on it, which is a real shame. There must be some whole ones. I think people have been bottle digging here and that's what they've been looking for. It's just so much stuff. Just found a cologne bottle with its cap on, and it says Eau de Cologne J.C. Baldoot or Baldote. Unfortunately, it's really, really badly fractured, so it's not going to come home with us. But we can research who he was. J.C. Baldote. So much is in there. Goes on and on and on, all the way through the trees over there. Here's one with it's broken at the bottom. But again, it says, can't read that. It looks like George, but without the E. Gorg, Dutch, Brila, Brala. Gorgbra-Lle, I think. Maybe that was a chemist bottle. I'll leave it, but it's a shame because it was a beauty. So we've got another Hock bottle, and I know it's broken, but I'm going to risk getting stung because I can see loads and loads and loads of writing on this. Oh my goodness me. How nice would that have been, or is it still? It's got Maggie, and it's got a big number 5. Okay, it's got Maggie again. And Maggie again. So, not surprisingly, it's also got Maggie here as well. But it's a really cool shape. Star on the bottom. Do I keep it? Ho, I like it. Yeah, I'm being stung by ants at the moment because there's quite a lot of, if you can see them on the camera, quite a lot of these like little red ants not happy at us invading their place. But I found this lovely kind of semi-hexagonal bottle. It's a bit rust stained, it might clean up. It's not broken. And then got some of these beehive-shaped bottles that Linda's found one of these. Mine's broken, but that's quite unusual. But we'll leave that behind because Linda's got a complete one. I see more bottles and more treasures, and oh my goodness. This place goes on and on and on, and there is so much stuff. Absolutely so much stuff. And I've seen things with Ford Motor Company on them. There's bottles of all different types galore. We've got loads of blue and white pottery. There's way more than we can even think about carrying. More broken cods bottles. Just things of all shapes and sizes. Lots of frogs. Again, look, blue and white pottery. So much that we could easily do the bathroom and somewhere else as well. So if you want your bathroom doing, just give me a shout. And it just goes on. It keeps on going. The more you look, the further you look, the further you see the metal at first, and then more and more treasure. Like these jugs, like that. This is fabulous. So we're going to have to go home now. It takes an hour and a half to get back. I've actually got Linda's car partially dismantled, which I need to put back together because I'm working all day tomorrow. So we hope you really enjoyed this video, and please give it the like and the thumbs up and all those things and the subscriptions, and pass on your comments, and if you want us to come back, we will certainly oblige. Thank you again. You're going to help me clean these bottles? So back home, and time to start scrubbing. See if we can get some of these rust stains from all these lovely bottles. Just to share with you some of the things I use for cleaning bottles, and I'm no expert, but these are the things I've found work quite well for me. I've got a couple of, these are pipe cleaning brushes, these two here. I bought them in a pack from eBay, and there was about 6 different size brushes. The tiny ones are a waste of time, not good for bottle cleaning, but the larger ones are really flexible, and you can get these and you can bend them over and they stay in shape, and you can hook right around the shoulder of the bottle and clean around the inside quite nicely. So that's quite good, and then when you pull them back again, they sort of spring back so they're not likely to crack the glass. This bottle brush here on the left, I got given an old toolbox which contained all sorts of things, and it contained this. So I have no idea its brand or where it came from, but it's really cool because it's got 2 different types of brush in one, and it's really good for scrubbing away on the inside of these taller narrow neck bottles. Also, this one here is, if you're into golf, this is for cleaning your golf clubs. It's got a brass bristle brush on that side, and a nylon one on this side, which is good for, again, cleaning the glass without scratching it. A scouring sponge, a toothbrush, and another softer sponge there. But those are the things that I use, and that gives me so far the best results. Here are most of the bottles that we found on today's exciting adventure to a very old Dutch municipal dump. The 2 bottles at the front here, one, the tall green one, is a Hock bottle, and the bluey green one is the one that Linda found. Now, at first we just thought that was a sort of a wine bottle there, but it's actually the one that Linda found is actually a really beautiful bottle. It's got lots and lots of air bubbles in it. It's got a very, very deep upkick, as you can see here. It's very irregular, and it's got some really, really beautiful swirls and things in the glass itself, and an applied lip. The Hock bottle is a German imported wine bottle. Again, both of them are what's called turn mould bottles. So they are moulded, but the mould was during the process. Someone's job was to rotate the glass in the mould so as not to create any seams on it. But there's lots of air bubbles, and this process and kind of the rest of the stuff that we found would indicate that these bottles date to around about the turn of the century. So really, really nice stuff. So I'll move these to the back and show you some of the other things that we found. So if I just pop that one there and this one here, and we'll look at the other bottles that have been cleaned up. So there's the Maggi bottle, Machi bottle, some beer bottles at the back. Again, they're also the same. There's no seam in them, so they must have been like a turn mould method of the manufacture. Little perfume bottle there. This one is the Dorala bottle that we found, which was the German birch extract shampoo type thing. We got a little inkwell there, but unfortunately it's got the corners missing. It's a shame, but it just shows what's potentially there. Lots of little sort of apothecary bottles, and then this one here looks a little bit like an English Marmite, but it's clear. This little beer at the end, quite a cute one, and it weighs so much for such a tiny little bottle. It really, really does weigh a lot. So it's very, very thick glass. You didn't get much beer for your money in those days. So that's a selection of what we found, and now we'll show you some of the blue and white pottery that we brought back with us. So here is a selection of the blue and white pottery that we found. There's some stuff that's more modern than others. There's some familiar ones that we see quite a lot over here in the Netherlands. This style here and this style here is known as straw flower design, and then this one here, this plate at the back, and this one we believe is Petrus Roux. Not so sure about this piece here, but again it's still beautiful. Pieces such as this one here and these pieces at the back, these we actually think were kind of for margarine or butter or sort of dairy products. They seem to be been quite common back in the, I guess, late 1800s, early 1900s. You've got your familiar willow pattern there. We don't see that much in Holland. Apologies for any background noise. My neighbour is out cleaning his wheelie bin and things. This is pretty cool. Really, really funky design on there. Not sure what maker that one was. This is the sort of gilded printed glass that we found, possibly from a shop or cafe. The piece there that quite clearly would have said Holland on it. And we just find these pieces really fascinating because every single one seems to have slightly different design. And again, I can use a lot of these pieces to finish our bathroom floor. If you've not seen that video, please go back and have a little look and you'll see what I mean. This has got a little person on it, and again, this piece here will probably also be a Petrus Roux. So that's a selection of the blue and white pottery. A few more pieces in the tray, and I won't linger too long because I'm not sure how interesting that is to people, but it certainly is something that we like.